everyone, I am LoreChirik and today we're gonna create Golden Freddy because
making a custom name was released.
Granny, why do you wear Orwell mask?
Because he is my favorite animatronic.
Okay, can you close the door? No, from the other side.
Okay, but prepare for the jump scares.
I hope this will stop them from entering my room, but let's focus on our today's figure, Golden Freddy. From very long time I had a taste to make something entirely from gold clay, and as a new FNAF game was recently released, I just came to conclusion that there is a Golden Freddy in Five Nights at Freddy, so why not make it? Also, it's been almost 7 months since I made something from FNAF, so today on the plate we have Golden Freddy. So as you probably seen in the thumbnail, our Golden Freddy will be broken and he will be sitting on the floor, so I decided that our floor will be in blue color almost every time I do the base at the end, but this time I'm making base at the beginning because as you will see, almost every part of our Golden Freddy will be touching the floor, and clay connect not very well to the wood, but it connect very well to the clay, so that's why we're making the base first. So right now I'm opening the first pack of a golden clay. For this creation we're gonna use 1.5 of a pack of golden clay, so comparing to the few previous creation it's not that much. I'm running this golden clay through the clay machine to condition it a little bit. I want to make it a little softer so I could shape some parts with minimum effort. So first of all, we're gonna stuff our shashlik with the ass of Golden Freddy. He got very flat ass, but what to do? He's just animatronic, so whatever. The second part for stuffing is the belly. It is important to make everything in proportions. So when we make some parts bigger, we always can cut it as you see right now. And also I smooth the corners with my fingers because we don't want to have rough edges. All need to be smooth. This will look very nice. I add some glue to the connect point and in the oven it will glue those two parts together. Now I'm opening a different pack of clay. This also is gold color, but it's more bright and it have glitter. We will use it to make nose and belly and one ear. You see I'm mixing it with the gold clay that I used before because in my opinion it is too yellow, so I want to make some kind of a medium between those two colors.
Do you want cake, LoreChirik?
At least it was not granny and I have a cake, so it's not that bad. Okay, when I will be making the belly and fingers, it's time for questions and answers and comments, in short Q&A and C or quack. So in the previous video when I made Grandpa from Grandpa Game, I asked you for how long you are subscribed to my channel, and most of you said that you are subscribed for 1 year or something like that, but there was one man who said I've been subscribed for 3 years, and I think this channel have 2 years or something, so but maybe he misclicked the button. 2 is very near button 3, so maybe. And I'm very glad that some of you are here with me such a long time. I started to talking in my videos only 2 months ago, so I think from now we can know each other a little bit more, and I think it's very nice. But back to our Golden Freddy, now I'm making the legs, and this black clay is for the spot where legs will be connecting to the foot. So I'm cutting small rounds from a sheet of clay and I'm placing it on the top of the legs. Yes, that will be our tights. And now I'm cutting second part of our legs to match them. After that I'm opening another pack of clay. This is silver clay with tiny glitter effect. With this I'm gonna do electric wires that will be between the foots and legs. So I'm rolling this piece of clay and I'm cutting it to the short sections. And while I'm doing this, we got a question, the first question in this episode. Congratulations, you won! Which figure took the longest time to create it? Thanos. On the Thanos video, there was like 1,000 comments said, Thanos, not Thanos. I love you guys. You probably wonder why I keep saying Thanos instead of Thanos in that video. Well, that's because when I was preparing myself to it, I was watching Fortnite gameplays with Thanos and I was capturing screenshots for the reference, and some gamer in this video, he was playing Thanos and he was saying all the time Thanos, Thanos, Thanos. So I thought that he was correct, but it came out that he was not. But let's back for a moment to our sculpture, figure, doll, whatever. I just made some cracks on the shoulders and then it's time for the hands. So I cut a little elements from the clay and I was palpate it a little bit in my hands to make every edge round. After I place them on our base, I make arms and I'm connecting them between the shoulders and hands. Then it's time for a little wire and the next step is to make the microphone. So it's very simple, and then I'm making the fingers, so I roll a piece of clay in my table and I cut it to the equal sections, and again I'm rolling it in my fingers to make it smooth. So after that I'm just adding my fingers to the hands and also thumbnail. And speaking of thumbnails, make sure to leave a like, because I see that you often forgot about this. Just joking, that will be just nice if you leave a like. But moving on, I'm making the tiny holes in our Golden Freddy, and in those holes I'm placing just some of the black clay. Moving on, we're making the jaw, and jaw is very important because it is. And now I'm placing this jaw on the aluminium wire. This aluminium wire holds all the figure and it will be holding our head as well. So it's very important, very important. What's up?
You tell me when I came or something?
No, just Orville is not scary.
Oh, the elephant is the best!
Okay.
When you will make Orville?
I don't know.
Make Orville next!
Guys, help me. I tried to lock the door as you said in the comments, it not worked. I don't know how to get rid of them, especially of Granny and Slendrina, because Grandpa is pretty okay. I'm not going to make Orville Elephant soon. In the next video I will continue with Granny family, because we got a few members left to make, so there will be no Orville Elephant. Granny will be very mad. I need something to protect myself. I'm counting on you guys. Leave a like, subscribe. Okay, let's better move on. Back to our figure. Now I'm placing the nose on the head of our Golden Freddy, and I made a roll of clay to connect by its nose to the head. Now it's part when I make eyes, or rather ace holes, because our Freddy doesn't have eyes, he will have just empty eye holes, so I make a little sketch using my knife and I removed some of the clay from it. And when I do this, I'm gonna answer some comments. So some of you ask about the intro. Leon wrote, I don't know what was scarier, the clay model or the intro. Well, in the intro I'm dancing with my dog and I'm holding both my play button and my dog, and she's weighing right now around 16 kilos, so it's pretty heavy. So I had to ask my girlfriend for help. She passed me the play button when I climbed with the dog on the table, and it was so funny. So I wanted to laugh, but I knew that it's recording, so I just closed my mouth, and the effect is that I look like an insane person. So it just stays like that. And now you know why my face looks so creepy in the intro. But a lot of you like that intro, like Sophia Point. I love that intro, but the poor dog does not even know what is happening there. Yes, exactly. She was like, what the heck is going on?
What? You have something to Happy Frog?
No.
Make Happy Frogs next, or I will leave this like.
No.
Yes,
You will not make this.
I will do this.
Oh no, she will leave dislikes. Oh man. Whatever, one dislike. Let's back to our figure. You see right now that I'm placing aluminum wire to the mouth, and I'm doing it because the upper part of the mouth was falling down. So I had an idea that I will put something in his mouth and it will stay in this position. I will take it off later after the baking, as you will see later. And now I'm making the teeth using silver clay, and I'm making tiny dots on the ear to make it look like a microphone or a speaker. So at this point our golden Freddy is almost 3D. Now I just smooth the surface a little bit using my brush. I clean the table because in a moment I will be finishing the base. Making the base is very simple. I just cut some strips of clay and I'm connecting it to the base. When they are connected, I just cut it only to cover the wood base. After it's done, I just smooth it a little bit and it's going to the oven. Grandpa just discovered fidget spinners. He's like 20 years behind the trends, but at least he's not interrupting me, so we can move on. We nearly finished, and now it's time to cut the sharp edges from the base and to actually do this figure. I think this is the first time when I make something like that. All my previous Five Nights at Freddy's creations are clean and working, and it was really fun to make something old and broken. It's really nice to make something different sometimes. So as you see, I just dilute the brown color with the water to make this kind of effect, and at the end I apply some satin varnish to the eyes and hat to make it shine a little bit. And guys, our golden Freddy is done. I'm so happy with the effect. Let me know what you think in the comments, and see you in the next week. We're gonna do Slenderman.
Leave a like if you enjoy my grandson Lawrence's video. Subscribe and smack the bell very hard if you want to see more videos from him, and check out his other videos from Five Nights at Freddy's. Like this, or maybe this, by clicking this card in the right corner of this video. Okay? Click it. Thank you.